side in the trades of two of the Tigers' best pitchers. So he's retiring, or as Kirk puts it, he's being traded to his family. Vanner Wright has the story and more.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all having a super Saturday, and hope Kirk Gibson is enjoying his new life after baseball. Yesterday, Gibby announced his retirement from the game after 17 years of big league ball. In his press release, Gibby said that he's been traded to his family. Kirk Gibson has been a member of the state of Michigan sports family ever since his gridiron days with the Spartans back in the mid-'70s. When the Tigers made him their top draft pick in '78, Gibby chose pro baseball over pro football. Sparky Anderson arrived in town a year later and knew from the get-go that he had an intense, scrappy ball player in Gibby.
I learned to respect this man my first year with him. I found out that this was a young, tough kid. It was like a wild stallion, but he never lied to you. And the thing I learned, don't ask him something you don't want the truth on. And he was a tough kid, and that's the way I wanted to see him go. He would not accept money under false pretenses.
Because of that, because of dwindling playing time and dwindling health, Kirk Gibson hangs it up, but not before he gives the city of Detroit one of its most memorable moments. He don't walk you. 84 World Series, Game 5, Gibby versus the Goose.
They give Gibson the left field foul line. Brown is in left. And there it goes!
A moment that every Tiger fan will cherish. Well, the 1995 Tigers minus Kirk Gibson traveled from Texas to Milwaukee to begin a four-game weekend set with the Brewers. Mike Moore got the start Friday night. Mike Moore got the loss Friday night. Gerald Hamilton with a 4-run shot, better known as the Reds. You're not awake yet. You are now, pal. Brewers beat the Tigers 5-4. Hey, how about that PGA? They're just beginning the third round right now. At the halfway point, Ernie Els and Marco Mira shared the lead at 11 under. This, though, definitely the shot of the tournament, possibly of the year. A double eagle per Elric Johansson. A double eagle. That's a 2 on a par 5. By the way, John Daly and Corey Pavin missed the cut at the PGA. And finally, we have to show you this piece of video from San Diego and the horse track. There it is. They're down the stretch. It's not a horse race. It's a horses versus man race. What's going on with this doghead? He's lost his luggage. Get him off the track. The man has completely lost it. Get out of there, you doghead. What are you doing running with the horses? I just don't know. Hopefully something to start your Saturday with a smile. Have a good weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Apparently baggage claim at the airport is right by the racetrack. In football, Lions coach Wayne Fontes has been doing some thinking about the team's exhibition win over Jacksonville Thursday night. And he says the Lions played a decent game, but they did not play well enough to beat Pittsburgh. Of course, that's who they're going to play in their regular season opener, so they want to get that right and play better.
His luggage had gone through the Denver airport. It shows up at the
he just took off with his luggage. You know, on a more serious note now, and this is tough to report to you, another sports legend is having a rough time of it today.
Sure is. We've been reporting on the progress or lack thereof for Mickey Mantle over the past week. Coming up in our next half hour, new information about his struggle with cancer.
Wet. In a way, it's trying to get in and out of a door that sticks can be a real problem. Never fear. Coming up next, we're going to show you how, with a hammer or a 2x4, there's a way to deal with those darn doors.
You don't get the movement that we're looking for.
79 muggy degrees as you look over Troy, Michigan. 8:48 this morning. Devin Skillion along with George Siegel. Doors are meant to open and shut, but if they don't, George is going to look at how to deal with that sticky situation.
That's right, and you're going to be pleased to know that
The rest of the day looks pretty gray. Just about 10 minutes before the hour, 10 o'clock, October 28th, Saturday morning.
Yeah, now, even though the weather's gray, we still have a tip that might want to get you outdoors and take care of some business now, because You'll be glad you did later on. This next story is one that hopefully, if you have an older home, this may motivate you to get on top of your roof and do some preventative maintenance before it's too late. Our handyman Dale Cranston shows us how to get a jump on a potential ice storm.
Everybody who has ice dams know where they have them because they've built up or they've had leaks before. So what we need to do is get to them before they get iced up. We cannot deal with this problem once winter comes because it's hard as a rock. What we've done is we've taken this heat tape, gotten our proper length, and we run it down the downspout. All the way down a downspout here, all right? And out, or as far down as we can go, just to create a little tunnel. What will happen is this will get all built up with ice here, all right? Super built up because of the freeze and the thaw, the overhang, the heat on the inside, or heat from out here. It just starts to build up here and get higher and higher with ice. Then on a sunny day, when it's a nice sunny day, all the water from the snow will start to melt here and it'll make a big puddle here. And because of this mound of ice, it'll start to back up underneath the shingles and leaking all over inside. All we're trying to do is to create a pathway for the water to melt down. We'll weave these coils up onto the roof and down into the gutter. Kind of hook them down in with the little hooks, hook them to the gutter spikes or to the gutter themselves, and weave them all the way across. What we're trying to do is get a melting action in this whole area because we can't leave them on all the time. There's no real thermostat method that we really found because they shouldn't be left on when temperature's above like 50 degrees because they'll start to burn out. Or if you leave them on all the time, then, you know, they take a lot of, probably a lot of juice, so because they're electric heater. So what we've done is we put an outlet right on the outside here so that we can plug them into. But we've created a switch. We put a switch on the inside with a red light on it, and I'll show you that in a minute, so that we'll know when an ice dam problem occurs or when it looks like it's going to occur, then we can go down and turn the switch on. All right, what we'll do now is the plug that's outside is specifically for the heat tapes, and we'll hook it to a switch here so that when the ice dam occurs, we can just come down and flip our switch on. And it's kind of here by the washing machine here, kind of by a high traffic area, so that when people see it and it's not needed anymore, we can flip it off. Instead of going up on the roof and smashing it or trying to, because what will happen when you have an ice dam, there'll be water coming right in the house. You'll be able to come right down here and just flip the switch on and it'll solve it. Now you guys can do this stuff and it'll help to protect you from this leakage caused by ice dams.
If you're like me and plan on spending the winter in Miami, you can just have a friend flip the switch for you. Coming up next Saturday, more winterizing tips. We're going to show you how to take care of